Hello guys, welcome back, and in this lesson we are going to consider background, and majorly we are going to look at background colors and background images. So without further ado, let us dive in and see how to style using background color. So we have our box. For now, I'll just add one box, and then that is enough. Display everything, margin top, display. I remove these, and then yeah, we are good. So to edit the background or to set a background color, I can use background color, and then I can say background color for now. Let us say blue. All right. So if I say blue, if I go to the browser, now we have our background color as blue. And something else that I wanted you to note is that this background color, you can set this background color either using RGB or hex values. So for example, if we choose to use, RGB, which means red, green, blue. So we can say that maybe for red we want 20, for blue we want 30, and for green we want 30, and for blue we want 70. Don't know which color is that, but let us just see. Oh, it's like dark blue, something of that sort. Yeah, and then also, as I've said, we can also use hex values. All right. So hex values you can write using hashtag and then X value. For white, I believe it is something of that sort. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe it is something of that sort, yeah. So that is the background. That is the hex value for white. Let me see. You can also use HSL. And then let's see. Okay, trying just to play around with this. If I set this, I press enter. Actually, also that one works. So that is what I wanted you to note about colors, that you can use different variation, different type of defining the color. And something about the RGB, if you add an A there, it means you can add variation for the opacity of that color. So if I have RGB, something like that, so I can be able to say I want the opacity of this color to be 0.6. So opacity starts or spans from 0 to 1, with 1 being the brightest or the clearest, while 0 being transparent. So if I do this and if I go back here, I do a refresh, you see like this. And then if I reduce the opacity and I say maybe the opacity needs to be maybe 0.2, if I go back, I do a refresh, you see it is quite light. And if I go even further and I say that opacity is 0, now this will remove the color. Yeah, you can see now the color is transparent. But if I say the opacity is 1, this means maintain the color to its fullest, which will show the color. That is all about background colors, and let us meet in the next lesson.